Good morning. Today we are doing our last objective of this unit, CO27. I can find a percent of change. So we've been working lots with percents. This is the last percent one. I need us all paying attention. Tomorrow is our practice test. Real test is Wednesday. So we need to end this unit strong. So perhaps you've encountered one or more of the following situations. Let's say last year's 8th grade class had 40 students, and this year's class has 50. What is the percent of increase from last year to this year? Or maybe the total snowfall in winter of last year was 47 inches, and this year was 28 inches. What is the percent of decrease from last year to this year? Or maybe in 1998, a 20-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew was 99 cents, but in 2023, a 20-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew is $2.19. What is the percent of increase in price? The original price of an 8 gigabyte iPhone in 2007 was $599. But maybe today you can buy one on eBay for just $30. What is the percent of decrease? Okay, so we're going to be finding out those differences, that percent of change, either increasing or decreasing. And there is a formula that we use. You will want this formula on your help sheet. Trust me, every year I have kids come up to me when we're taking the test and they go, "Oh, I don't remember the formula." And I said, "Well, is it on your help sheet?" And they go, "No." Guys, you get a help sheet for a reason. I don't expect you to memorize all these formulas. Write it on your help sheets. Eleanor.
Are you allowed to put what first objective it is?
Oh, definitely. I always tell us, label each objective so you know what each piece of your help sheet goes towards. Organize your help sheet so it's usable for you. So you'd want to put CO27 and you want to put this formula. The difference between the values divided by the original value. And we're going to see how that looks. When we do the difference between the values, you always put the bigger number and subtract out the smaller number. Doesn't matter which one was the first number, which one was the second number. You put the bigger number, subtract out the smaller number. No negatives. Okay? When we're finding that difference, we're not working with negatives. Big number minus the small number. But we divide it by the original value, the first number. Okay? So we're going to use that formula to answer our questions. So for the students, we had 40 students last year, 50 students this year. How do I find the difference? Christina? 50 minus 40. Big number, subtract the small number. And I'm going to divide it by my original value. What was my original first value given, Hadley? 40. So I have 50 minus 40 is what? Claire? 10. And I divide that by my 40. What is 10 divided by 40? Robbie?
0.25.
0.25. But I want to give my answer as a percentage. So what, because it says, what is the percent of increase? Now, for some reason, Mr. Schultz put on here to round to the nearest tenth. We don't round to tenths place when we're doing percentages. We're going to give the percentage. So what would it be? That 0.25 would be what percent, Tessa?
25%.
25%. So let's do our snowfall. Last year was 47 inches. This year's 28 inches. How do I find the difference? Michael? 47 minus 28, and I'm going to divide it by what number? What's my original value, Amala?
47.
47. So what's 47 minus 28? Hadley? 19 divided by 47 gives me what percentage? Beckett? 40%. Do we have to put our percentage sign? Yes. 40 is very different than 40%. You have to put the percentage sign to get it correct. Mountain Dew. What am I going to put on the top? What is the calculation for the difference of values? Claire?
$2.19 minus 99 cents.
And what am I going to divide it by? What's my original value?
$2.19.
Because on here it says, in 1998, the model of Mountain Dew costed 99 cents. So that's my original value. Okay, that first value that was given was that 99 cents. So what is my percent of decrease? If I have 2.19 minus 99, what do I have for my top, Eleanor?
120.
Is that right?
Oh wait, yeah, 1.2. 120% is what it.
No, I want to know what my difference is. 2.19 minus 99 would be what?
Yeah, I was thinking about percent.
Sorry, what is it?
1.2.
1.2 divided by my 99 cents. What is 1.2 divided by 99 cents? LJ? 121%. Whew. That is a major increase in price. It's gone up 121%. We can see there's a huge difference between 99 cents and $2.19. So that percentage is going to be big, big percentage change. Now let's look at the iPhone. What do I put on the top? What calculation should I put on the top? Hadley? And what was the original value I'm dividing it by? 599. So 599 minus 30 would be 569 divided by that original number, 599. 569 divided by 599 is what percent? David?
94%.
Give me the full decimal that you have.
0.9499.
Oh, so you said 0.9499. If we're rounding to that 100th place, David,
Round up.
we're gonna round up. So I expect you to round correctly. If you had put 94% as your answer on the test, it would be wrong. You have to round to that 100th place correctly. So really pay attention to that. Because there's a lot of times kids get this wrong because they did not round correctly. So be careful with it.
Yeah.
Any questions on how to do this? Are we understanding how to use the formula? Let's do a couple. Let's do this first one together so we know how to finish this page, and then we're going to look at our second page. Let me scroll up. The bottom here, it's pretty basic, right? They're giving us the original amount and the new amount. So we need to put big number first, subtract out the small number. So 130 is bigger, minus the 90, divide by that original price. 130 minus 90 is 40, divided by 90. What is 40 divided by 90, Graham? 44%. Notice how even though I could do a lot of this math in my head and then just punch it into my calculator and get 44%, I don't do that. Why did I write all of my steps down? David?
Show your work, last seconds.
Because it says show your work. And we want to make sure that we are staying organized and not making small mistakes. On the test, The questions aren't gonna say show your work. But why should you show your work? Harper?
Check it.
To check to make sure you're not making those simple mistakes. I have a few friends who repeatedly make those little mistakes. Okay? Catch yourself from making those mistakes by showing your work, especially on the test. Make sure you're doing it correctly. Let's take a peek at our second page. You're gonna finish this page on your own. Do not forget to finish it. Our second page, it's not just original number, new number, find that percentage change. Now there's words put in there. But guys, word problems aren't scary. It's doing the same math. So it says answer each question and show your work. So in 1800, the population was 5,308,483. In 1850, it was that population, all the way down to 2000, at a population of 281,421,906. So we're given all of our numbers. Find the percent of increase between 1800 and 1850. So 1800 is our original number. Going up to 1850 would be the new number. You're doing the same math, right? So 23 million is a lot bigger than 5 million, so that's the first number. We're 23 million, blah, 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 subtracted by the 5 million number, divided by the original. Find that percent. Okay. Just because there's words doesn't change the math that we're doing. As we go down, let's look at some of these problems. Between which years is the percent of increase the greatest? Well, you're going to answer all those questions. You're going to find those percents of increase. Find the one that has the biggest percentage. Okay, write those numbers down. Down here, using values adjusted for inflation, the U.S. median household income in 1970 was only $42,000. In 2021, it was $79,000. Find the percent of increase from 1970 to 2021. For the record, the median worldwide household income in 2013 was about $10,000. Wow, that is a lot smaller. So see if you can work that out. Remember, to get credit for doing your homework, you need to try. You don't look at it and say, I have no idea what this means, close my book. I need to see you try to work it out, thinking about how we do that percent of change. Finding the difference of the values, dividing by the original. See if you can figure it out. Try, write some stuff out. If it doesn't make sense, your answer's not going to make quite sense, but at least you're trying, and we will go through it tomorrow. Then we have our review, so make sure you know how to do those review, because it's going to be on that practice test tomorrow. Look back at your objectives. Make sure you're making that help sheet, putting stuff like the formula for today on your help sheet. Any questions for today? All right, if you are watching this at home, I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.